The Four Agreements is more than just a book. It's a life-changing guide to personal growth and happiness. Its influence reaches far and wide, captivating millions of readers globally, including Oprah Winfrey, who said it had a tremendous influence on her life. Additionally, it maintained a spot on the New York Times bestseller list for over 10 years. So, let's dive straight into its wisdom. From the moment we're born, society's beliefs from religions, cultures, schools, and events shape us. We didn't pick these beliefs. They were hammered into us again and again as we grew up. Think of it like training a pet. We're taught what's good and bad through rewards and punishments. This makes us scared of doing something wrong because we want rewards and fear punishments. Because of this, we often wear social masks, pretending to be who society wants us to be, not who we truly are. We become our harshest critics, and we sadly abuse ourselves more than anyone else ever has, as we live in fear of not being good enough. This mindset has led to a world where millions of people are overwhelmed by fear and sadness. But thankfully, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Imagine overcoming today's challenges and feeling true happiness. It won't be easy, but by challenging your beliefs and embracing the Four Agreements, you can truly improve your life, as it has done for so many others. Please note that our aim isn't just to provide another summary, but to enrich it with our unique twist. With fresh perspectives, we strive to deliver the most valuable insights, truly hoping you can apply them to your life for a positive impact. What if I say you possess a superpower that can change the world, or, if misused, cause misery and destruction? This isn't a tale of superheroes, but rather the first agreement. Be impeccable with your word. What we say has incredible power, as we can see in the following examples. In a divided South Africa, Mandela united people against injustice. Even imprisoned, his calls for peace resonated globally. His words made him one of the most influential leaders in history, shaping the world for the better. On a darker note, Hitler's words serve as a grim example of power misused for evil. He manipulated fears with anger and hate, causing immense suffering and the deaths of millions worldwide. Your words, too, hold immense power, capable of both healing and harming. Knowing this, how should you use your words for good? First, understand that being impeccable with your word means you use it with truth and love. Think of the human mind as fertile soil. What you sow, you shall reap. Kind words will blossom into happiness, friendship, and love. Yet hurtful words can strike you back with fear, loneliness, and regret. By harming others, you inevitably harm yourself. This principle applies not only to how we speak to others, but also to how we speak to ourselves. So, speak the truth, and with love to yourself and others, for your words shape your world. Second, avoid gossip. Gossiping might feel innocent, but it's often like lighting a small fire in a dry forest. It spreads quickly and uncontrollably. Those little gossips can damage reputations, break trust, and end long-standing relationships. Each time you share a piece of another's personal matter or secret, especially when you aren't certain it's true, you're playing with an invisible fire. And just as wildfires burn once vibrant and beautiful forests, turning them to ash, gossip can have lasting impacts on people and relationships, leaving deep-rooted scars. So think before you spark. Be impeccable with your word teaches us that our words are a superpower we all wield that shapes our world and the lives of those around us. Whether it's speaking with genuine love and truth or resisting the temptation to indulge in harmful gossip, each word we use holds the power to build or break. We all know this feeling, right? When we feel hurt by what someone said or offended by what they did. It's easy to feel like they were aiming their harsh words or actions directly at you, like an arrow trying to wound your spirit. Luckily, the second agreement, don't take anything personally, acts as a shield, protecting you from unnecessary hurt and suffering. When someone criticizes or praises us, we often make the mistake of assuming it's all about me. People's actions and words reflect their own world, with their own internal struggles or joys. Even if it seems so personal and someone angrily yells at you, it's because they're dealing with themselves and their own issues. We can't see the whole picture of someone else's life, just as they can't see ours. They might be facing personal challenges. After all, everyone fights their own battles. Remember these words.
Whatever happens around you, don't take it personal. Nothing other people do is because of you. It is because of themselves.
Taking things personally is like thinking that every raindrop is out to ruin your day. But guess what? The rain is just being rain, not caring who it falls on or why. Once you stop internalizing every harsh word or action as a personal attack, it's like the clouds suddenly part, leaving you with a beautiful, bright sky. Imagine walking through life unburdened by other people's opinions or actions, freely making your own choices without the fear of judgment. That's the enormous freedom you'll gain by not taking things personally. Think of yourself as Steven Spielberg, guiding your own life's movie. Your story isn't scripted by critics or fans. You choose your own path. Trust yourself to make the right choices and know that you're never responsible for the actions of others. Even if someone lies to you, it's not a critique of your character, but because they're afraid that you'll find out the truth of their imperfections. It's their fear speaking. So keep directing your life confidently without taking things personally, knowing that other people's actions or words are just subplots in your story, not the main event. Life is full of emotional arrows, harsh words, criticisms, and actions from others that can wound us deeply if we let them. But by not taking anything personally, we protect ourselves and realize that other people's actions and words are about them, not you. You'll free yourself from a lot of unnecessary hurt and suffering. So direct your life like a movie where you're the main character, trusting yourself to make the right choices with the freedom that comes from not taking anything personally. The third agreement, don't make assumptions, teaches us that we shouldn't jump to conclusions about others' thoughts and actions. In our daily interactions, we often try to fill in the gaps of what we don't know by making assumptions. We believe we can understand what others are thinking, feeling, or intending, even when we have little evidence. For instance, if a friend doesn't return a call, we might assume they're avoiding us, when in reality, they could just be busy or might have missed the message. Making assumptions is asking for problems. We think we know the truth, but when things don't go as planned, it hurts. So, what should we do instead of making assumptions? Communicate clearly, and simply have the courage to ask questions. This will spare you from countless misunderstandings and drama that start purely from making assumptions. This way, you won't have to rely on assumptions. You'll know the truth instead. Making assumptions affects not only our relationships, but also how we see ourselves. When we make assumptions about our own abilities or worth, it can limit what we think we can do. Let's consider J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. She could have assumed, I'm just a single mom with no money. Who's gonna publish my book? If she had believed that, she probably would never have finished writing Harry Potter, and we wouldn't have the magical world that she created. Even after facing rejections from 12 publishers, she didn't fall into the trap of assuming her book was destined to fail. Ultimately, she became one of the most successful authors of all time, creating a series that has touched millions of lives, all because she didn't let assumptions limit her. In conclusion, avoiding assumptions and instead asking questions can drastically improve your life and relationships. Rather than guessing and ending up disappointed or misunderstood, clear communication will significantly improve your relationships. Have the courage to ask when in doubt, and you'll avoid a lot of unnecessary stress and drama. Make that change today. Avoid assumptions, ask questions, and watch your life take a turn for the better. The fourth agreement is always do your best. Nothing more and nothing less. Your best constantly varies, depending on your energy, mood, and circumstances. For example, if you're a runner, your best time on a day you're well-rested is probably faster than on a day after you've had little sleep. Both efforts can still be your best under those specific conditions. Doing your best involves balance. You should neither overdo it nor underdo it. Overexerting yourself drains you, making it counterproductive in the long run. On the other hand, doing less than your best leads to frustration and a feeling of regret. When you've done your best, you should feel peace knowing you did your best. And that's all you should do. Do your best because you genuinely want to, not just because you feel you have to or because other people expect it from you. Focus on the quality and effort you put into the task at hand in the present moment, rather than focusing on future rewards and results. Unfortunately, most people work or take actions primarily for the reward they will receive. This makes work or any other activity less enjoyable. However, when you genuinely invest in a task without focusing on the result, not only do you find more joy in it, but you also tend to get better results. Doing your best comes naturally when you're enjoying the process. Taking action is a crucial part of doing your best. Great ideas remain just ideas without action. While practicing the fourth agreement, along with the first three, can enhance your life, it's important to acknowledge that no one's perfect. You'll have moments where you aren't impeccable with your word, you take things personally, or you make assumptions. That's part of growth. What's important is to continually do your best. And as you do, you'll find that your best gets better over time. The fourth agreement reminds us that our best varies, influenced by various factors. The emphasis isn't on perfection, but on genuine effort, enjoying the task, and continuous growth. By consistently doing your best, you'll see significant improvements, surpassing even your own expectations. If you truly want to apply the 4 agreements to your daily life, don't just watch this summary once. Keep watching it until these agreements become part of your everyday life. For a deeper dive, we highly recommend buying the book or audiobook using the link in the description. We're releasing more book summaries soon to help you learn and grow. Boost your communication skills and relationships with How to Win Friends and Influence People. Gain timeless wisdom from Meditations by the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, and transform your life with Atomic Habits. Don't miss out. Remember these words.
Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best.